My Life360 app saved me from an intruder. For some background, there's an app called Life360 where you can add your friends and family on, and essentially you can all see each other's current and past locations. You can set alerts to be notified when someone comes home, or leaves, arrives at work, etc. It's really good, and I recommend it to everyone. You can never be too safe nowadays. 2 months ago, I was at home, waiting for my boyfriend to get home. I got an alert at around 1800 hours letting me know that he has left work. It usually took him around 45 minutes to get home. I got up from the sofa, and headed upstairs to run myself a bath. My bath was ready in about 10 minutes, and as I was doing other bits as I was waiting for it to cool, when I heard a thud downstairs, and through the closed bathroom door assumed that was the front door, I shouted something along the lines of "I'm taking a bath." I heard him walking along our very creaky floorboards and assumed he was in the kitchen grabbing some dinner. It was about 5 minutes later, when I picked up my phone to put on some music, and realized I never got an alert on my phone from Life360 saying my boyfriend arrived home, so I went into the app to make sure I didn't mess about the settings by accident, and I kid you not, my blood ran cold when I saw that my boyfriend had stopped at a petrol station, and was still about half an hour away. I could still hear the floorboards creak downstairs, very lightly. As if someone was trying to tiptoe but was unable to. I had no idea what to do. I called my boyfriend, he didn't answer, and when I didn't hear his phone ring from downstairs, I freaked out even more. I have horrible anxiety and could feel an attack coming on. I left the bathroom and walked into the bedroom. As quietly as possible, I shoved my desk chair under the knob, as it didn't have a lock. I don't know why, but I didn't think to call the police then. I was so focused on getting out that all my other thoughts and senses just disappeared. I say this lightly now, but this was not the case in the moment. I proceeded to basically Mission Impossible it out of the bedroom. We had a shed under the window, large enough for me to safely get on top of it and then jump off from it and into the garden. The only issue was, that I had to make my way down the garden alley, where I would have to walk past the large window and door, where he would be able to see me very clearly. I was so scared. I kept taking peeks into the window, and couldn't see anyone. I felt more confident to run past, and took one last peek, and he was there, looking right at me, not even a foot away from the window. I can't even begin to explain the sheer fear and horror I felt, looking him right in the eyes. He had such a cold expression, totally emotionless. I ran, didn't look back. I was so fucking terrified. I remember nearly tripping in my slippers and having to shake them off so I could run faster. There is a long road between us and our neighbors, where I was running to. I did make it. Their lights were on and I started pounding on their window. I was let in, and they called the police for me. As I was inconsolable at that point, I kept telling them to please call my boyfriend as he was driving home, too. When the police arrived, they found no one there. We didn't have cameras, and neither did my neighbors, so we had no way of telling when or how he entered and left. I later found out he came through the window. The noise I heard, which I assumed was the door, was actually the window that fell downward and shut loudly, after I assumed the man came in. There were also some scratches on the top of the chair that I put under the doorknob, signaling he had tried to push it open but was unable to. There wasn't much of a case. I couldn't ID him, as he was wearing a face mask and beanie. I don't even know what color hair he had. Only that he was white, tall, slim, and a man. I only looked right at him for a mere second, if that. Nothing was stolen either. We have cameras and a security system now, never making that mistake ever again.